So remember when Avengers Endgame felt like the grand finale of a well-planned cinematic universe? Yeah, that was cute. Hey there, Marvel maniacs, corporate zombies, and nostalgia-addled nerds. This is Chris, the Critical Nerd, and oh boy, it's time to talk about the cinematic car crash that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe phase. Who cares anymore? Because guess what? The Avengers are back, baby. Well, not really. I mean, not now, not soon, not next year. More like in late 2026 and let me check here. 2027. Yeah, that's right. Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars have officially both been delayed again. Because nothing says well-oiled narrative machine like consistently shifting release dates. So, here's the scoop, straight from Variety and comingsoon.net. Marvel just pushed Avengers Doomsday to December of 2026, and Secret Wars won't hit theaters until December of 2027. Because if there's one thing the MCU desperately needs right now, it's more time to get its shit together. This movie supposedly gives Marvel the space to, quote unquote, get the story right. But let's be honest. If the story wasn't right by now, it's because they never had one. This isn't narrative precision, it's panic in a mouse-shaped suit. According to the folks over at That Park Place, Marvel's 2026 slate is shrinking faster than interest in a Phase 5 post-credit scene. I mean, no word yet on how this affects Sony's Spider-Man Brand New Day, but if history's the guide, expect chaos, rewrites, and possibly another multiverse cameo of Tobey Maguire looking really tired. So, naturally, we had some thoughts over on social media. Nerdrotic posted this when Variety put out their post. This was inevitable. Yeah, you could say that again. Valiant Renegade chimed in with this. I fucking knew it. I told you all this was coming. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're watching the MCU transform from a well-oiled cinematic juggernaut into a nostalgia-powered rehab clinic for actors who peaked a decade ago. Speaking of nostalgia, let's talk about the fresh faces Marvel's dragging out of retirement like it's Weekend at Avengers. Robert Downey Jr.'s back, not as Tony Stark, mind you, but as Victor Von Doom, aka Dr. Doom, because subtlety is dead. Why have new characters when you could just dress Iron Man up in a different hat? Chris Hemsworth, he's returning too, probably to do another soul-searching, who am I really, Thor arc. That never gets old. Well, spoiler alert, it does. Pedro Pascal, well, of course he's in it. He's contractually required to appear in every pop culture franchise now. The man's in your cereal box, your streaming shows, and your nightmares. And yes, the original X-Men cast is back. Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, James Marsden, Alan Cumming. It's less of a movie now and more of a Marvel-themed assisted living reunion. Look, I love these actors. Well, all but Pedro Pascal. But at some point, dragging them out for cameo bait starts to feel like Weekend at Professor X's. I mean, what's the plan here? Apparently, there isn't one. So, here's the real problem. Again, there's no plan. The MCU's long-term storytelling is more lost than a Secret Invasion plotline. The Avengers don't even technically exist anymore in the current timeline. And think about that. We're getting 2 Avengers movies to wrap up a team that hasn't been on screen together in, 6, 7, 8 years? And what's all this leading to? A reboot. Well, not officially a reboot, of course. But when you bring back all your old toys for one final victory lap before wiping the slate clean, we all know what's coming. It's comic book logic. Things get too messy. Let's just hit the reset button. And here's the saddest part of all of this. The MCU has aged out its own audience. The kids who cheered for Avengers Assemble in 2012, well, they have kids now. They've got jobs. They've got mortgages. They don't have the time to watch nine shows and 4 movies just to understand Brave New World. Marvel tried to pass the torch with new heroes, but guess what? Nobody wants discount Iron Man or Walmart Black Panther. And Gen Z? They're too busy watching anime and roasting corporations on TikTok. So, what's left? Well, nostalgia. That's it. Marvel has become that aging rocker at a county fair playing the one hit from 2008 while pretending they're still relevant. And we're supposed to clap and pretend it's fine? Look, I'll still be there opening weekend, but it's not because I think Marvel's telling great stories. It's because I want to see how the slow motion train wreck finally ends. Will Doomsday and Secret Wars fix the MCU? Nah, not a chance. But maybe, just maybe, they'll give it a halfway decent funeral. So, as always, thanks for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new here. Comment below if you're still clinging to hope. And I'll catch you the next time here on the Critical Nerd. Out.